Today is a very beautiful day, my friends. Honestly, I never thought this day would come, and I'm still kind of in disbelief that this is even real right now. But at long last, after 8 months of being suspended in Pokemon GO, Niantic has finally unbanned my account. I really am trying to find the words to say right now because it has just been so difficult. I mean, after waiting this long, guys, I really did not expect to ever get my account back in Pokemon GO, and like I said, I'm still kind of in disbelief this is even real right now because it just seems so unreal this is even possible. I mean, after 8 months of waiting, oh my gosh. But without further ado, the first thing I want to show you guys right now is that I actually do have my account back, so we are loading up as we speak. Now, normally it would get to the halfway point, and that is where the suspension screen would pop up. So, wait for it. Boom, right there, and we are loading up into the game. My gosh, it seems so unreal every single time, you know, since last night. I was like 3 in the morning, I think, when I found out. There it is, guys, Tyler Skates 2, my original Pokemon GO account. So I did kind of hold off on looking at everything just because I wanted to share this experience with you guys. I have not seen any of this stuff in 8 months, so first thing I want to show you is when it actually got banned. So the exact date, I actually did catch a Dratini because there was a Dratini outside. It got banned on the 18th of June. The last Pokemon I caught was a Meryl. I believe it was a house spawn. A lot of these are house spawns. And there's a shiny Magikarp that we got on the 17th, so one day before my ban, we got the shiny Magikarp, 87% IV, 14 attack. I do remember that one very specifically. Real fast shiny check on the Spoink. No shiny. That'd be really cool. I'm actually, missing so much on this account. And we're gonna go ahead and dive into all that stuff later on in the video. There's so much I need to cover right now, but, I mean, look at it, guys. My Pokemon GO account is like right in front of me. It's so hard to believe, we don't have any friends. We're gonna add a bunch of friends. By the way, if you guys do have me added on Eternal Maiden, which is my main account right now, you guys are going to get priority in adding me on this account. Again, we're gonna go into all the details and everything later on in the video because there is a lot that we do need to go over, but you guys will get priority on adding me into this account just because you did kind of, stick with me regardless, if I was gonna get my old account back or not. We got this shiny Magikarp right before I got banned, as you guys recently saw in the journal, and one of the things I always thought about doing if I did get my account back is evolving this thing and then maxing it out because 87% IV, 14 attack, shiny Gyarados. I'm kind of down, guys. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and do this. Oh my gosh. Wow, I have waited so long, guys. 8 months for this. 8 months to do this. And sorry if I do get a little bit emotional in this video. It's just, I never thought this was actually going to be possible, Wow, that looks so beautiful. Red Gyarados, my first one ever. Never got one on Eternal Maiden either, so really, really cool. Let me go ahead and show you guys the start date right there. So July 9th, 2016, 35 million experience, free to play. Just want to throw that out there. Free to play before friendship bonuses, because this account did get banned before friendship came out, like a few days actually, I think, before friendship came out, so yeah, we gotta jump on that for sure. Oh boy, it's nice seeing these. I worked so hard on these, all my Main Street gold gyms. That was tough, because those gyms have like high turnover, but it makes grinding there like so much better. And now, going to school, we're gonna have to work on those gold gyms and stuff like that. Oh my gosh, it's just like this account, and I hate to say this, but because we missed out on like 8 months of playing on this account, oh, LuckyBunz, let's catch this. Because we missed out on like 8 months of playing on this account, we have not gotten a lot, guys. We missed out on multiple community days, multiple shiny events. This account, unfortunately, does not have a lot of good stuff. And not to say that it doesn't have good stuff, because it does. I mean, especially with all the rare hunting we did in the past. I have tons of 100% IV Pokemon, but they're not all the best. I know I said we were going to max out that Gyarados, but I do kind of want to go through this. So, look at all my 100% IV Pokemon from rare hunting back in the day. It's crazy. Like, I have so many, but a lot of them aren't really that good. It's like, what am I going to do with the Golems now? What am I going to do with Alakazam or Aggron? Blaziken that doesn't even have the moveset that it's supposed to have. I mean, given the Community Day hasn't come out yet, but you guys know what I'm talking about, right? It is really nice to have all this back, but at the same time, it's like, let's look at my top lineup. And you guys have already seen my top lineup on my main account, Eternal Maiden. And it doesn't even compare to this. Like, we do have some pretty good stuff. I'm not saying that we don't, but we'll go ahead and dive into a little bit more on the details of that later on. Something I do want to kind of go over right now, let's go ahead and put this off on the side, is the timeline events of everything, right? I do kind of want to go over that and sort of how I think I ended up getting my account back. So first of all, I already showed you guys that my account was suspended on June 18th, 2018. Naturally, I did appeal the ban because I had no idea why I even got suspended, and I was still not given a reason even up to this date. Now, during this time, a lot of people did also get banned as well. There was a ban wave that did go out, and a lot of legit players did get wrongfully suspended. You guys can go ahead and watch my older videos on that. There are a ton of people in the comment section that got suspended, wrongfully suspended, then they ended up getting their accounts back after they appealed. Unfortunately, I was not one of the lucky ones. I did continue to email them as much as possible every single chance I got, but nothing worked out. Their support email was really, really bad. It has gotten a little bit better, and I will get into that towards the end of the story here, but nothing worked out for me. No matter how many times I emailed them, I just kept getting automated responses, and they just kept telling me my account would be reinstated after 90 days. So, I of course waited the 90 days. 90 days came around and my account was not reinstated. Now, of course, during this time, I did go through a bit of a depression stage in my life, at least for like the next 2 to 3 weeks. I just didn't want to play Pokemon Go. I was so upset, so sad, so distressed. Like, this really, really affected me. And I didn't know what I wanted to do. Like, I didn't know if I wanted to quit the game completely, just kind of start over on a new account. Like, I didn't know what I wanted to do. So for those 2 to 3 weeks after I got the initial suspension, I was kind of in a state of distress. I didn't know what I wanted to do. But thankfully, to a lot of my friends, to a lot of you guys, the community out there, you guys all motivated me. You guys all gave me so much support and love just to, keep going, start a new account, build back up again. And that's exactly what I did. We started off with Eternal Maiden, we rebuilt everything, and not only did I have the motivation to rebuild everything that I once had, but I wanted to go further than that, right? And then of course we had all the community days as well, so that kind of factored into me getting really, really good Pokemon like Metagross with Meteor Mash. So this account doesn't have any of that, unfortunately, but yeah, we kind of rebuilt everything on Eternal Maiden, especially after finding out after the 90-day period that my account was not going to get reinstated. I was pretty bummed out about it, but I was like, you know what, it's okay. We've already started the rebuild. We're going to get back to level 40 free to play again, and we're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. And that is exactly what we did. We just worked on the rebuild, and you guys have already seen it, in my recent videos. And for the past 8 months, you guys have seen all my videos with my account that I have been working on. It is really, really good. Like I said, it's better than this account right now. Maybe not stat-wise, but all the Pokemon I have on that account are better than this account. So yeah, it kind of speaks volumes. Although I do have a lot of Stardust on this account and I could power up a lot of stuff, I do believe that just because I have, like the Metagross with Meteor Mash, so many other Community Day Pokemon, it's like that account is significantly better for that main reason. But anyways, though, so after that time period, 120 days kind of came around and I was like, I'm going to appeal the ban again. Tried sending them emails, same automated messages, no help whatsoever, and I kind of gave up at that point. I would continue to email them every once in a while, try to see if it would actually work. Fortunately, nothing ended up working out, so, at one point, I think around November, I just kind of gave up completely. I was like, I'm not going to appeal anymore. There's no point. It's been like 120, 150 days. Like, this account is gone for good. Then fast forward a little bit to January, I actually logged into the account, and actually something I want to go over before we go ahead and go over that is that every once in a while that I would log onto the account to check the suspension if it was lifted, I would get a bunch of different messages, right? Some saying I was suspended, some saying I was permanently terminated, and so I think the Niantic banning system, or at least the suspension screen system, was kind of a work in progress because I noticed that things were changing a lot, and then as well around July they came up with the 3-strike discipline policy, which said that if you got suspended it would only be 30 days, but in their emails it said it was going to be 90 days, so it was a little bit confusing there. I took the 90 days because that was what the emails were saying, but yeah, I was kind of in like a weird limbo state because my account got suspended before they came out with that 3-strike discipline policy, so I was just assuming it was 90 days for me, 30 days for everyone moving forward, and it seemed like that was actually the case. A good example of this is Brandon Tan, and while he is the #1 player in the Pokemon Go community, he was doing a lot of things against the terms of service, and so I originally did think that his account was going to get permanently terminated. That was not the case though. His account actually only got suspended for 30 days. And that kind of made me realize that, moving forward, anyone who did get suspended was actually going to get their account back. As long as you got suspended and not permanently terminated, because there was a difference. I think it was Jono Plays. He got his account permanently terminated because he was spoofing during GoFest 2. So under certain circumstances, they can't actually permanently terminate your account right from the very beginning without going to suspension first. And so anyways, my point being is that like a lot of different messages would pop up every once in a while when they would do updates on the app. And I think it was kind of like a work in in progress, kind of trying to get their ban system down. So fast forward to January, I go ahead and log onto my account, try to check it again, see if it's working. It says suspended, says I will get my account back in 30 days, so this is a new message that actually pops up on the screen, and I believe this is the current one that they are still using. There's no way I can verify this now because I did get my account back, but that was the message, and I should have that up on the screen right now because I did take a screenshot. That was the message that I got. So in my head, I'm thinking, okay, so this means that my account is suspended, because there were some times where the message would change to permanently terminated, and I'm just like, all right, is my account terminated now? Is it banned for good? But that wasn't the case. It was just them changing the text on the ban message. So I had given up hope, like I already previously told you guys. I did not expect to ever get my account back. But I actually saw a tweet from the global community manager of Pokemon Go. I believe her name is Liz George, a Lowland bunny. Some of you guys may know her. And she's actually been very helpful in the Pokemon Go community regarding, you know, issues and bugs and stuff like that. In regards to Niantic support not really addressing them, she has been addressing them on behalf of Niantic. So really, really helpful to not only myself, but to many players worldwide. You know, you have the Mega Nest in Long Island, various other bug issues, and she has been addressing a lot of them. And I'm really happy that we have at least someone on Niantic's team that is actually kind of going through this stuff and acknowledging them at the very least. And so anyway, she went ahead and posted this tweet talking about helping out the players and stuff as far as bug issues go, you know, where to submit tickets and stuff like that, and how it's really important to submit these tickets because that actually helps them understand what the issues are, how many people are dealing with it, etc., right? And so I went ahead and replied to her tweet, kind of going over my story, everything that's been happening for the past 8 months, kind of how I'm stuck in a suspension screen. And ultimately, that ended up getting a little bit of traction. A couple people from my local community ended up seeing the tweet, and they commented back on that as well, kind of, you know, talking about how they know me and stuff like that. Really, really good stuff. I will have pictures up right now to show you guys. But I do believe that commenting on Liz's tweet actually did make a difference. I do believe that she saw it, and I'm not sure if it had any influence on me actually getting my account back. I'd like to think that it did, because what I did was I went ahead and I peeled the ban again, right? I sent in a response, and I told them that I saw Liz's tweet, and I was like, you know, I kind of got a little bit of hope back. I was wondering if you guys can help me out here. And you know, guys, like usual, I really was not expecting to get my account back. I was like, you know what, like, it's cool that they're doing this. They're probably still not gonna be able to help me. But that was not the case, thankfully. I'm really happy that that was not the case. So much has happened over 8 months, guys, and I really can't remember everything that's happened, but I do want to highlight the important part, especially why I think I actually even got my account back, you know. Not only was it my post, but it was also people from my local community commenting, like Dario and Marvin, you know, explaining their side of the situation, explaining how it affected not only them, but the entire Pokemon Go community in my local area. You know, when I got my account suspended for the first time, everyone was in disbelief. They're like, what? Like, LuckyBunz is like one of the most legit players I know, because I don't use IV checkers. I mean, okay, I don't use IV checker apps. I do use Poke Assistant, which is an online website, but you have to manually input the info, so it does not access any Pokemon Go data whatsoever. That is completely safe to use. I only use that. I don't use any IV checkers like CalciIV or PokeGenie. I've never spoofed in my life. I've never done anything like that. Never used any third-party apps. The only things that I did do, and I will admit this now, is obviously because you guys know, I used to rare hunt, I used to use scanners and stuff like that when they were up, as most people did. Most high-level players used to use scanners. And the only reason I don't mind saying this right now is because, you know, it's in the past. It's not something I'm doing moving forward. Obviously, you guys know this. The past 8 months, you know, I have been abiding by the terms of service as much as possible. And so fast forward to today, here we are, guys. We got my account back. 8 months have passed, and, what do we do moving forward? Well, first of all, I told you guys I would power up that Gyarados, so why don't we go ahead and finish that off. Something that I really learned from after my account got suspended is that you shouldn't hoard your Stardust if that means that you're not going to have really good Pokemon to use in raid battles, or in whatever case, you know, PvP, gym battles, whatever the case may be. And I guess I really shouldn't say PvP, but mainly just raid battles, right? Don't hoard your Stardust to the point where you're only using like level 20 legendaries as your counters. You know, power up your Pokemon to like level 30 at the very least, you know, max a couple of them out. Don't be that guy who hoards their Stardust and has terrible counters and isn't pulling their weight, but the level 30 trainer is actually pulling more weight than a level 40 trainer. Don't be that guy. You know, that's something I really learned, and I applied when I was rebuilding my account on Eternal Maiden. And that's actually another dilemma that I kept thinking about, and I did tell you guys that we were going to kind of talk about at this point in the video, is what do I do now? Because, you know, when my account got suspended, I was under the assumption that I was never going to get it back. And the fact that we got it back is, by all means, amazing, but it's like, during those 8 months, I built a completely new account, one that's even better than this account right now. So it kind of stands to reason. It's like, what do I do? Because if I am going to follow the terms of service, obviously I can't be playing both of them, or at least I can't be playing both of them on video, right? I got to focus on just one account. What account am I going to focus on, right? Oh, by the way, we're going to max this thing out right now. I think it's one more power up. Oh, no, that was it. 3341. Beautiful. You know what, let's just go ahead and rename this thing Restoration. And if you guys can come up with a better name, leave it down in the comment section down below, but we need something to commemorate our return of getting this account back. So Restoration on our shiny Gyarados, maxed out. I told you guys we were gonna do it. There it is, looks beautiful. So we have two accounts now, right? We have Eternal Maiden, which is the account that I've been working on for the past 8 months, and I would argue that is even better than this account. Even if I powered everything up, that account just has so many better Pokemon because we were able to participate in all the community days. So we have all the Metagrows with Meteor Mash and everything like that. We did the All-Star Community Day weekend in December. We have all the good stuff. We had Kyogre Groudon raids, pretty much everything except for Rayquaza we were able to get. You know, so we have a lot of stuff on there. We have more stuff than we even have on here. Like, I only have one Mewtwo on here. You know, I have, I think, 3 Mewtwo on there. That's way better. And then I have Mewtwo that I still am waiting to power up. But we don't have that many Mewtwo. We missed a complete Mewtwo rotation. We missed 8 months of gameplay, guys, on this account. So I unfortunately hate to say it, but this account, I can't really make it my main right now. Maybe it's something we can work on in the future. It might be like a side project for me. I won't kind of cover it on the channel because I can only cover one account. Because as much as I want to play both accounts, guys, I know I can't. You know, it's a kind of a gray area in the terms of service because if you got your account suspended, you started a new account, and then you ended up getting your old account back, you would technically have 2 accounts, which is multi-accounting. So I can't really do that on video, and so therefore I kind of have to pick one, right? At least that is what I think Niantic would tell me to do if I did email them and ask them. So we kind of have to make that decision. We don't have to make the decision right now. We can kind of enjoy our time getting this account back. We have 5 million Stardust to spend. Let's enjoy that. Let's have fun with it. Let's work on it. But at the end of the day, I do think that Eternal Maiden is still going to be my main account. I mean, we have a lot of stuff on here, and I would argue that our medals are amazing. Why don't we go through that right now? 1600 Jogger. See, this is all like already so much better than my account right now because rebuilding 8 months, it's like that doesn't compensate for 2 years worth of time. I worked so hard on this account. I can't tell you how much I grinded on Main Street too. 1600 walking distance, which a lot of it was from driving, with Go Plus on, of course. 150 on Kanto. I think we're missing Mr. Mime, so we could actually get that done. 62,000 catch medal. I gotta tell you this right now, guys. This is the thing that I missed the most. My collector medal was my pride and joy. I worked so hard on this. I had like, I think 30,000, 40,000 when I hit level 40 for the first time. And yeah, this is my pride and joy right here because getting to level 40 now, it's so much easier with friendship bonuses. Like nobody needs to have 60,000 catching medal. And I'm not even like level 40 times 2 on this account. I think I have 35 mil, right? That's what I told you guys. That's what we saw. So 62,000 catch medal. 5,800 evolutions, because back then you did have to evolve to get your experience, so we did that. 52,000 Pokestops spun. Amazing, right? 2,700 battles. Oh my gosh. So many battles. 600 Pikachu, 96 Johto, 21,000 berries fed. I think we're actually getting close to 10,000, or maybe we're over 10,000 on Eternal Maiden now. 10,000 Gym Leader for hours defended, Hoenn Medal, Breeder 455 eggs. Again, this is free to play, so almost got the Breeder Medal free to play. That is incredible. Fisherman 110, we're not gonna get that. Ace Trainer 312, Youngster 192, we can maybe get that. Battle Legend 208 Legendary Raids. I actually think we have more on Eternal Maiden, just given that we were a little bit more active during those 8 months, or at least I think so. I think we're close to this, or maybe we have a little bit over this. 388 research tasks. I definitely know that we do have more on Eternal Maiden because, well, I think we only had 2 months to do tasks, and, you know, you can only do so much in 2 months, opposed to 8 months. 52 regular raids. We don't have any of this because we weren't able to participate in Friendship, which we're gonna do. We're gonna add a bunch of friends. Like I said, if you guys already have me added on Eternal Maiden, you guys do have priority to get on this friends list. This is going to be a very exclusive friends list. I'm not going to give out my code so easily. So, you know, if you guys have me added, DM me on Twitter. Post your code in the comment section down below. If I do have you added, I will definitely make sure to add you on as well on this account. But yeah, guys, I unfortunately have to say, at least for the moment, I think we're going to focus on Eternal Maiden as our main account still. Even though this account is my original main account, it's just outclassed now. I mean, we missed 8 months of content. It's really hard to come back from that. Oh, something else I want to show you guys. We have 9 times 10 kilometer eggs. I forgot I had that stacked up there. And you know, something I learned when I was rebuilding is to not be so picky about getting like 80% IV, 90% IV, 15 attack, 14 attack, etc., blah, blah, blah. You know, I am not very picky on Eternal Maiden, and that has actually allowed me to get so many good Pokemon, allowed me to do so many more challenges. This account has a lot of potential, but it's just lacking on so much. You know, we're missing so many Community Day moves, we're missing so many shinies. I have 222 shinies on Eternal Maiden. I have like, how many shinies do I have on here? Let me look it up. Okay, we maybe have 30, maybe 30, 40 shinies on here at most. Probably counting a little bit less too. So, you know, we really don't have that many shinies on this account, and that's because we missed so many community days. This account will get sidelined in about a week or two. I will enjoy it for the moment that I do have it. Of course, you know, I can't main 2 accounts. It's just not something I can do on the channel. So I will be maining Eternal Maiden. That account just has so many better Pokemon, and really, it's something that I do want to keep on investing into. I can't justify using this account right now. It's just too outdated. There's so many Pokemon that we're missing. We don't even have a Metagross with Meteor Mash, and it's going to take me like at least 30 days to get one. Given that I do get the friendship up with my friends and I trade one over, that's a minimum of 30 days. So this is not something that I can do right now. I'm not going to drop 1 million dust. That would be reckless. Just because I have 5 million doesn't mean I'm going to spend it stupidly. So, you know, this account will be a work in progress. I think at some point in time I will make it my main account again. But as of right now, it is going to be sidelined. We will enjoy it for the rest of the week, as well as the following week most likely. But after that, it will be sidelined. This is not the end, guys. This is just the beginning. We have so much more content to make throughout the week. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, feel free to hit that like button down below. Just hit that like button because we got the account back. Honestly, guys, just hit that like button because we got the account back. And if you guys do want to see what we do next on this account, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for future videos, and I will see you all real soon in the next one.